Well, at least 7 people have been arrested in this entire matter, including Joti. Now, the common link that has been established by the Hisar police is that all these 7 people were actually in direct connection with Danish, who was declared as persona non grata by the Indian authorities on May 13th. Now, there is a direct link that has been established between these 7 people and Danish. Apart from that, there has been another arrest that has been made in this very particular case of another social media influencer who has been taken into custody from Odisha. Now, the allegation is that that social media influencer, that girl, was also in direct touch with Joti. So now the Hisar police is trying to figure out if at all Joti might have passed on some instruction or might have taken some information from her to eventually pass it on to Danish as well. Not only this, but apart from this case as well, there have been seven other arrests that have been made in a separate case of spying and espionage from the state of Assam. 5 people have been arrested in a different case of spying and espionage from Odisha. One person has been arrested in a separate case yet again from Uttar Pradesh. So definitely at this point in time, the manner in which these cases are coming up from different parts of the country, this is pointing out towards a larger nexus that was operating out here in our country. This nexus was actually being operated by the agents of ISI, and they were actually recruiting or convincing people from different parts of the country to give them some information or the other. Remember, this information does not need to be the highly secured information of military travels or where our nuclear weapons are. These information need not be that secure information, but these information that the ISI agents were taking from them were actually of about the areas in which they were living, the kind of security arrangements that was present in that area, what were the times in which there could be a larger crowd that could be present in specific locations of the in the areas that they were staying on, in the areas that they were traveling. The allegation against Joti is definitely very serious in nature. One thing that the Hisar police believes very strongly is that Joti was in fact being sent to Pakistan deliberately to make to actually create an image of Pakistan, or to glorify the image of Pakistan and to improve the soft power of Pakistan in India. This is one allegation that has been put forth against Joti. Also, another thing that the Hisar police is looking into as to how did Joti was actually getting funds to travel to all these places, because the condition of a house is not such that she could actually travel to different parts of the country or different locations across the globe as well. She has traveled to more than 9 countries. Her YouTube earnings, according to the subscribers that she had on YouTube, will not pay for such a hefty and luxurious travel as well. So where was this money coming from? Who was sponsoring these tours? What were the companies who were sponsoring her as well? So all this is being looked into at this point in time, and definitely we can expect a much larger nexus to be unearthed within the next few days, as the interrogation has just started by the security agencies.
Oh yes, Anshul, you threw some light on the international travels which are under scrutiny, of which one such destination was Bali, which is being spoken of by the investigators because that's a location where she's believed to have travelled with a Pakistani intelligence operative. But that said, how many of these locations are the police suspecting that a Pakistani involvement was linked to? Also, have been able to come down to a number as to how many times did Joti travel to Pakistan?
So at this point in time, what sources are telling us that she traveled to Pakistan thrice. The last travel to Pakistan was just before the Pahalgam attack, and before traveling to Pakistan, she had visited. In fact, before her last travel to Pakistan, she had visited some other important locations across the country as well. One of the locations or one of the states that she covered in her travel vlogs before visiting Pakistan was that of Kerala. In Kerala as well, the route that she had taken, that is something that is also being verified, and the itinerary that she had shown on her social media profiles, that is also something that is being verified. Apart from that, she also visited the Mahakumbh as well before her travels to Pakistan. So each and everything is now being looked into by the agencies with a question mark, because initially what seemed to be a normal YouTuber traveling to different parts of the world, traveling to different parts of the country, once this link with Danish has come out, each and every movement that was made by Joti over the last few years. Each and everything is being looked into, because remember, her first travel to Pakistan was at least 2 years ago, and since then she has traveled to Pakistan thrice, especially at a time when it is almost impossible for a common Hindu citizen of India to get any sort of a visa to travel to Pakistan. So how did she get those visas?
Yes.
How was her travel facilitated? All of this is being looked into.
Yes, let's not forget there are visuals on her own social media platforms of her visit to the Pakistani High Commission, also doing the rounds, perhaps being investigated and interrogated as we speak. Thank you, Anshul, for...
Network 18 decimates Times Internet with over 6 times more unique users on social media. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks, way ahead of the times.